Hey guys, we're back. What's going on? Welcome to Canucks News You Might Have Missed, our episodic series going over all the news of the Vancouver Canucks, the notes. In this episode, we're going to be talking about a potential trade that didn't happen with the Ottawa Senators. That's pretty fascinating. We're going to be going over major changes in the Vancouver landscape, the media landscape, and we have some signings to talk about and also some sad news as well. I would like to start off. We lost an absolute legend in the Vancouver Canucks industry, sports broadcaster, Mr. John McKeachie. He started out covering sports on the CKDA radio station. He worked for CKNW, the BCTV. He worked in the Olympics, the Vancouver Canucks, NHL, BC Lions, CFL. He's pretty much done it all. A lot of people have some amazing stories to share, so definitely check all of those out all around Vancouver. Rest in peace, John. We're going to miss ya, and we love ya, and condolences to everybody in his family. John Shorthouse just signed himself a new 4-year deal to keep calling Vancouver Canucks games. This is obviously very, very much important. John is one of the absolute best in the industry when it comes to this, so it's really nice to see that John got a 4-year extension there. And honestly, I can't wait to see him calling moving forward throughout this whole rebuild that the Vancouver Canucks are going to be going on. There's going to be some also big rebranding going on here with the Vancouver Canucks Army. So they're going to be known as Daily Faceoff Vancouver now. Now, this is connected to the Nation Network. There's Daily Faceoff Toronto, Montreal, I believe, etc. And now there's Vancouver. They're doing a bit of a rebranding. So I just got to say about the Canucks Army, first of all the people that I have hung out with, talked about with, had videos with, interviews with on Canucks Army have been absolutely incredible. Like, downright incredible. These guys have given me their time, their space, pretty much everything. I've had any questions with any of them, from David Quadrelli all the way up. And it's unbelievable, and truly I'm very lucky that these guys have been so great to this channel. So I wish them absolute nothing but the best on this rebranding. I hope the content stays local. I hope the content continues to be really solid, which I'm sure it's going to be. I'm going to miss the Canucks Army name, to be honest. You know, Jason Botchford, rest in peace. It was just an amazing build, moving all the way to the top with the Canucks Army, and they've done an absolutely amazing job with that. So I'm curious to see how this rebranding is going to be focused on. They mentioned that maybe they're going to be doing more Vancouver Golden Eyes content, maybe even potentially BC Lions content. So if you're interested in that, that's going to be interesting as well. So really thing. Also, they wanted some more, I guess, cohesion, because people got kind of confused when they're going to local markets, which is the places to go watch and all that type of stuff when it comes to media coverage. So go check out the article there. It's an interesting, and there's also a clip on YouTube talking about this as well. So definitely go check that out when you have the chance. The Vancouver Canucks signed Adam Novotný to a 3-year entry-level contract. He's the dark horse to make this team for at least a few games, and then he's going to be most likely going back down to the OHL. He's not going to be going to college now. So it's going to be interesting to see. Now, I saw Adam Novotný live at the Vancouver Canucks Dev Camp, and he was amazing. Like, he was absolutely amazing. Now, that was just Canucks summer development camp, so Coots was pretty crazy in that tournament or that camp as well. But you know what? He has speed, he has skill, he has size. This guy has a lot of talent, and the Canucks wanted to kind of control the growth there and get this guy signed pretty quickly. So big news out of Vancouver with Adam Novotný. Nice to have him go out and sign here. All right, let's go. Ryan Johnson has mentioned some new things. Ryan Stewart named the new director of hockey strategy and player evaluation, and Adam, I don't want to butcher his name, I apologize, Surgery, hired as a pro scout. So this is what they have to say of him. So Ryan brings a championship pedigree and wealth of hockey knowledge to his brand new position, said Johnson. He is someone we will lean on internally to help provide insight and information for our front office. With all his varied experience wearing a number of different hats, Ryan is a big assets to the group moving forward. By bringing in Ryan and the addition of Adam to our pro scouting ranks, our organization continues to invest in areas needed to help our team grow and develop during this stage of the rebuild. So right off the bat, the fact that they're hiring more people when it comes to scouting, developing, hopefully more people in the analytics department as well. Keep that growing. Keep all this stuff growing. Yes, I understand we're in a budget, but if they just keep bringing in good people that can do good jobs, this is obviously good news. So hopefully these guys do a great job moving forward. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm sure everybody else is hoping for that as well. All right, the Vancouver Canucks Prospects Showcase is going to be on September 12th and September 13th against the Seattle Kraken. I'm not going to be able to go there because I am going to be in Poland. Yes, I'm going on vacation in September for 3 weeks, but I'm still planning to most likely, I'm like 99% sure, gonna do some Canucks content in Poland talking about the Camps news and all that stuff when we have some time, probably when I'm recovering from walking so much around the cities. So that's gonna be a lot of fun as well. So I'm gonna be trying to cover it as best I can all the way over there. And so the Prospect Showcase should be a lot of fun, and we're gonna see Adam Novotny there, for example, and a lot of other names. And I'm really curious with Brooks Rogowski if he's gonna show up as well. That's another name that I'm really much hoping for. All right, Rick Dhaliwal had a Canucks Conversation interview, so let's go over it. This is Canucks News Summaries once again with the recap. Go follow him. He's the best when it comes to that. The state of the media right now, people just throw out there on social media and people believe it. There's no accountability. Social media is the worst thing to happen to honest reporting. No one should be thinking about going to BCIT for broadcasting. Went from 2 all sports radio stations to 0. This is when he was asked about Sportsnet 650 leaving us. Dhaliwal is more concerned about the future and the young people. Czech TV has no interference from Eastern corporations. Now, I'll say this, Rick Dhaliwal is a man of his word because he goes out and he helps out as many people as possible. You want to know who else he helped out? Us. When we had an interview with him and he talked about this exact same thing for like 5-6 minutes straight on how he wants the youth to have a place to grow in journalism and broadcasting and everything, and he wants people to be successful. Rick Dhaliwal is an absolute gem. He's amazing. He's been so good to us, and he's been so good to so many people, and he's spot on. The fact that we lost 650 sucks. It's awful, and I hope a lot of those people land on their feet, and I'm sure we'll hear a lot more stuff when it comes to them when it gets closer to the Vancouver Canucks season. Extensions for young players have been told that there is nothing to report on Zeev Buium or Ogren. Now, I'm pretty sure that's going to come a little bit sooner, probably around that September 10 range, because I believe, so it says right here, have until mid-September to sign players to an 8-year extension. So we're going to probably hear obviously more about that as we get closer. I still would like to see both those guys sign to 8-year deals and get it done now. Lock them in for the long run. I think they're going to be fine. I'm perfectly fine with it. What are they going to be worth? Zeev, some people are saying in the 9+ range. Some people are saying a little bit under. I would be okay with it. Zeev will command a big number. Buium has been skating in Vancouver with Sason. Have obviously touched base. On the current UFAs, the agents are calling the Vancouver Canucks about their clients, but Canucks are not biting. Maybe some of them are on a PTO. And the Canucks have been in conversations with Ben Hutton's agent. I don't think we need to bring anybody else in right now unless we potentially make more trades, like, for example, the Jake DeBrusk trade, which a lot of people are expecting. Excuse me. But I would rather just give a lot of those young guys like Lekkerimäki an opportunity when it comes to the forward group. And then maybe a guy like Tolvanen would be someone interesting. I don't think he's signed yet. He's a guy, he's still fairly young. He's big, he's strong, he can skate. So that's a guy I maybe out target still if they potentially want to go with him and his route. But then I would sign him to a longer term deal in that case. But when it comes to the defense, we're pretty locked in right now. We have the depth as well, somewhat, right? But we want to give guys like Kudryavtsev an opportunity as well, so that's very important. As for Jonathan Lekkerimäki, he's doing great. He's on pace to be ready at training camp because he got hurt near the end of the season. So it's really nice to see that he's going and he's going to be healthy moving into training camp. Has established himself to get pushed out by other prospects, needs to stay healthy and be impactful in the NHL. Spot on. He needs a big year, man, because we're going to be picking more and more top players, and we're going to be getting more draft picks, more first, more second rounders. He's going to start falling in the depth chart if he doesn't start picking it up. He needs a big year this year. He needs to stay healthy, and I hope he gets an opportunity on that top line or even a second line there to give him a legitimate shot, because that's where he should be. He's not going to be a third liner for us. Thatcher Demko is now skating. He doesn't know if he's going to be ready for training camp. Always a long road after hip surgery. No need to rush him. Take your time on Demko, okay? Take your time. He's going to be fine if he just takes his time. And if he has a great start to the Canucks season, maybe we can have a conversation with him to flip him at the trade deadline because he doesn't fit our window whatsoever. So I think that's something we're hoping for. Again, he's going to have all the power. I'm pretty sure he has a full no trade clause. And he needs to stay healthy. No team's going to want him if he doesn't stay healthy. So hopefully he has a nice big season for him and also potentially for the Canucks asset value there. Canucks being thrifty, some teams are going to cut front office spending as the salary cap goes up. Don't be surprised if some teams start using AI in their front offices. So AI is going on everywhere in every single NHL team. Just some teams are going to be obviously using it for more things than others, but it's coming. We all know it's coming. Have lost out on hiring people because they weren't offering enough money. UC Hohokas, sorry, apologize if I'm saying that wrong, turned down the Abbotsford Canucks head coaching position because the Canucks offered him less than what he's making in the NHL. So that's the whole budget conversation that a lot of people have been having. And just, again, though, it's important to mention, just because they don't spend a lot doesn't mean they're getting bad people. They could be great people that are on cheap right now. But, you know, they're not spending at the very top. We all know this now. This has been talked about at length. Could have spent a whole lot more on coaching and management hires, but didn't mean that they're making, so just exactly what I just said. I should just spread the next part. Several hockey people are pretty impressed with the Canucks hires so far. Good. Going to cost a lot of money to buy out the Aquilini brother, have a budget, and they're going to stick to it during the rebuild. Practice facility. Everybody wants to hear about the practice facility. Have zeroed in on Britannia for quite some time, but it is a logistical nightmare. Significant changes with BC Hydro. Challenges, sorry. Due to logistics and costs, plan is to only use the current arena and build upwards. Would take up to 12 to 16 months of completion. Have talked to the city about adding a second rink in the west of the existing building. Believes conversations are still happening, but not a guarantee. City had a plan for Britannia before partnering with the Vancouver Canucks. They're wondering if some of the money could have been used for that second rink. Canucks know this practice facility knows this is to get done. So Canucks know this practice facility knows this has to get done. Heard the ice started to go into Rogers Arena this week, which is not normal considering it's usually done in early September. Still a lot more to get done. Doesn't know when the shovel will go in. So I've been very clear on this. If they're going to do a practice facility, I believe there needs to be at least two or three sheets. Like, personally, I don't want them to like kind of not half-ass it, but we don't know. At the end of the day, we don't really know what the hell is going on. We don't have any official plans. If they go out and officially say, hey, we're only going to have one sheet of ice, then I think we should go really hard on the criticism. But if they're going to go out and say, hey, man, we don't know yet, we're trying to figure it out. If there's an MOU, so they are going to be building it, apparently. We'll see if this gets finalized. But I would like to see a second one or even a third one. And I'm sorry, the cost thing just is annoying. Like, they are so incredibly rich. Find the money, make it happen. This is something, I think I heard they haven't had a new sheet of ice since 40, 50 years or something like that out here. Is that right? I think I heard something about that. Someone in the comments, let me know. I'm pretty sure I heard something about that. That's crazy. Considering how big British Columbia and how much it's growing. How much Vancouver is growing, Langley area, Abbotsford area, everywhere, Surrey. All right, on Elias Pettersson. We'll still try to trade Pettersson and Boeser if they can. Interesting. A Pettersson trade never got closed over the last few months, never talked to his agent about waiving his no movement clause. One team said that they needed close to $3 million per year to make a trade work. Canucks may have no choice but to try again at the trade deadline. Try to trade him at the draft, but it's a tough contract to move. I still think they're going to try to move him. I just don't think it's going to be right now. I think this is a trade deadline or next offseason type thing. And they're just going to keep trucking at it. We're going to kind of see how he's going to be, and hopefully he has himself a half-decent year. That's what we're hoping for with Pettersson, right? Now, the $3 million retaining thing, come on. Like, some of the contracts and signings that were going out, like his value, even though it's not great, has been trickling up because of some of these crazy contracts that's been going around. So the cap's going to go up. And that should help things a lot. I don't think we're going to have to retain him. If we do retain, we better get a haul for it. So one really interesting thing. This is on, I was going to say Canucks Army. I almost screwed that up right away. On Daily Faceoff Vancouver, there was a potential trade. Behind the scenes draft day video with the Ottawa Senators. They showed that it was the 33 pick and a 41 pick for the Vancouver Canucks for the 25th and 72nd pick. So they said 33 and 41. So you want 25 and 72 for 33 and 41. I'll text you right back here. Says Steos on the call before talking to his staff and electing not to do the deal. So that's, oh, I love these inside kind of report, kind of seeing it type things happen behind the scenes. I love this stuff. Would I do that trade? Well, after seeing what we got and how Brooks Rakowski went to our pick at 31 there, or sorry, 33 there, I would not do this trade unless... wait, where did Gleb Pugachev go? Because that's the only other guy. Like I really liked Gleb, man. And yeah, he went 26. So if we got that 25th pick, right? This is for the 25th. Yeah, it is. So we would actually have a guy like Gleb, potentially get Gleb, and we would get that Novotny pick as well. That's something I would be interested in as well. But look, some of the other guys after. Or, you know, Vancouver Canucks possibly just wanted to grab Rogowski here, right? They could have just said, hey, we're so high on Rogowski, we want him, and they still ended up with him. So I think that's actually, I'm surprised Ottawa didn't do that deal. That's a pretty crazy good value for them. 33 and 41 for 25 and 72. It's about right, but maybe a small, tiny overpayment for Vancouver. But if they liked the guy, if they wanted to target a guy there, so yeah, that's really interesting. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the Canucks news you might have missed video, and I hope you guys are having a great summer. Stay safe for all the people out there this summer. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next live stream and the next video that we're going to be producing. All right, so take care. I hope you guys have an awesome day. Cheers.